Any award recognizing the outstanding contributions of individuals to the health of humankind must symbolize what it means to live a responsible life and be a striking expression of the ability to respond to the needs of our world.
About 10 years ago, we had a group of organizations who came to the Carter Center. They were individually trying to immunize the world's children. At that time, only 20% of the world's kids were immunized against polio, measles, and other infectious diseases. We put together a task force, and within 5 years, that percentage had increased from 20% to 80%. And we've maintained 80% of all the world's children immunized since that time. There was no increase in either funding or personnel to amount to anything. But they learned through Dr. Fagey and his task force for child survival how to work as a team. Instead of going into Colombia and El Salvador and to Nigeria, to South Africa and other nations separately with different techniques and different approaches, they went at the same time and operated side by side as a team. Well, the point is that these kinds of things that we are able to do at the Carter Center are no particular credit to us, although we appreciate deeply this award. But it's a forum within which multiple contributors, scientists, researchers, pharmaceutical companies, major corporations, financiers, nations, volunteers, Peace Corps workers can join forces in the alleviation of human suffering. And millions of people have already benefited from the work of the Centers for Disease Control, the pharmaceutical companies, Dr. Fagey, our task forces, and of course, this great foundation. We are very grateful to you for this award. And we hope that it will in the future be an inspiration to others to join with us and you in helping people have a better life. Thank you very much.
And my congratulations to this foundation for what you have done for so many years to bring health to humankind, to protect humankind against the ravages of infectious disease. And I cannot tell you how deeply honored I am to receive this recognition in the name of President and Mrs. Carter, two people that I know very, very well. Not from the time when they were President and First Lady, because I was just a young Lieutenant Colonel and Colonel at that time, but in recent years as I have spent time with them, as I have watched them pursue a post-public lifetime of service that has touched the world, whether it's peacekeeping activity or eliminating liver blindness, or Guinea-worm disease. But there's a certain danger in getting to know President Carter too well. When the phone rings late at night and I pick it up and said, "Colin, this is Jimmy. I know I'm in trouble and we're going somewhere." And it's happened twice in my retirement so far. The first time he called me and said, "Colin, let's go to Haiti and try to stop an invasion." Okay, Mr. President, I got nothing else to do tomorrow. And as a result of his dogged determination, his willingness to put himself on the line, bringing the power of his personality, the prestige of his position in life to Haiti in that difficult time, we didn't stop an invasion. We allowed it to be a peaceful transition to democracy.
I'm deeply honored. I want to thank the National Foundation for Infectious Diseases and all of your friends and supporters for this great honor. I was here 2 years ago when President and Mrs. Carter received the first Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Humanitarian Award. It was a very meaningful evening for me, and I think everybody who was there. I had no idea that I would be receiving this award 2 years later, following General Colin Powell. So as you can see, I'm in some mighty great company.
There are so many problems that confront humanity today, the greatest of which, the greatest virus that affects humanity is not AIDS, but it's the continued existence of some 30,000 nuclear weapons in the Russia and in the United States each have 12,000 or combined 12,000 nuclear weapons on hair trigger alert pointed at each other with destructive power enough to blow up the entire world. The war's over, right? Wrong. No, they're still there. It's just they're lurking there down in their little silos ready to come out at any time, like Ebola and Marburg. And see, I know this stuff. I mean, I know. And we've got to get rid of them because the diseases won't get us if there's a nuclear war. The nuclear war will get us, and it'll all be in a day. At least with diseases and environmental degradation and overpopulation and species extinction and global degradation of the environment, you know, we probably got 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100 years before the whole goddamn system collapses. But we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do to save this planet and to save humanity.
I'm particularly proud to be honored by the National Foundation for Infectious Diseases because I'm so impressed by the people who work in this field. Yours doesn't strike me as a discipline that one chooses for glory. You do it for lives. But most often your success is measured in incremental progress towards a goal that may be itself an incremental solution many years in the making. Perhaps I too have a goal that I have been pursuing for many years with less focus, with less scientific preparation, but with a great deal of zeal that is also marked by milestones, that is also incremental, so to speak, and does not have necessarily clear or final, at this point, finish lines. It is a goal that I hope and believe we all share, and it is, as Senator Byrd stated, the creation of a healthcare system that reaches and meets the needs of every citizen in the richest nation on earth. It is that, nothing more, nothing less.
At the beginning of last year, I was asked to make a few speeches. I don't make many anymore. And my subject was assigned to me, what is the greatest threat that the world faces in the new millennium? And I said, as Bill Fagin and others who know me know, that the greatest threat is the growing chasm between rich and poor people. But there is a startling exception to that potential tragedy, and that is that two of the richest people on earth are reaching out to millions of the poorest people on earth. And I have been overwhelmed with emotion and gratitude the last few days traveling with representatives of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to see how efficiently and precisely and targeted their generosity has been. It's a sobering thing to see a bright light, all too rare in our modern society, of genuine compassion and generosity. I'm grateful to them, and I congratulate them tonight on receiving this award. And I would now like to ask Bill and Melinda to come to the stage. I'd like to read the citation. Bill and Melinda Gates, through your extraordinary philanthropic contributions, you have demonstrated a profound commitment to expanding access of life-saving vaccines for children and speeding the development of new vaccines and therapeutics for infectious diseases that afflict millions of people living in poverty around the world. It is in recognition of these efforts that the National Foundation for Infectious Diseases is honoring you both with the 2002 Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Award for humanitarian contributions to the health of humankind.
I believe we can create a global American presence in health and international awareness through a foreign policy that offers to all the world's people the hope and promise of longer and healthier lives. I believe that's a concept that Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter would heartily endorse, and I commend it to you. Thank you for this highest honor. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much for honoring me with this very special, prestigious award. I'm truly very grateful to be here. Let us hope and pray for lasting peace, and that no child anywhere in the world will go to bed hungry. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you so much. Thank you.